Hello friends, and welcome to Simply Made Homestead. Now today I'm doing something a little different. Yes, it's going to be a pot of soup, but I've never made this soup. So I want to take you along and show you how not to be scared, just to go with it, and what versatility you can have cooking from scratch, how to create those base flavors and add in what you want, what it is that you like. So if you're having trouble getting started cooking from scratch, I do have a free guide. The link is in the description box below, so be sure and check it out. Now you can see I've got canned turkey. I have some chicken broth that was in the fridge I need to use, and a quart of tomatoes that I had put up. I'm chopping up some onions. You don't have to use canned chicken or turkey. You can roast some turkey breast in the oven, and I am going to show you how I do that in just a minute. Super quick, super easy, good substitution. And I did 4 chicken breasts, left me some left over where I made some chicken salad with it. So here we go. Now I added a couple of tablespoons of olive oil in a warm pan, and 1 onion. Is about it's medium to large onion. Chopped it up nice, and we're just going to cook that around just to soften the onions. Now I always start my pan with oil with just a couple of tablespoons, but as you can see I felt like I needed a little more, so I added a couple tablespoons of butter, and you can't go wrong with that. Butter just adds more flavor, and it's just a really good base for getting started with your soup. All right, now I'm adding my onion peels over into my little Ziploc bag. I like to save them, put them up in the freezer, use them for when I make stock. And now we're going to get our garlic ready. Now I used about 6 garlics here because you can see they're small. If I'd had really nice big ones, I probably would have used about 3 of them. You use what you like. So if you really like garlic, we like garlic. So I use a lot of garlic. If you don't like garlic, you don't even have to use it at all if you don't want. So I'm going to mince it up really small. Our onions are about ready because we just want them tender. And then we're going to add the garlic, mix it around, and let it cook for a couple of minutes just to kind of bring out the aroma and the flavor and the scent of the garlic. And after that, we're going to add our vegetables. Now you can add whatever kind of vegetable you like. These organic mixed vegetables, they're frozen. We get them from Costco, and we really like them. I use them for stir fry and different things like that because I just don't have the vegetables put away. And these are just a real handy thing to keep on hand. I put in 4 cups of the vegetables there. Stir it around, and they're frozen. So I'm going to let them cook a bit because I want to at least kind of get them thawed out and let everything work together and cook together, and just to get it going. Give it a really good kind of roasted, yummy base before we add the tomatoes and the chicken stock. Now, I had started to add dried thyme, and I thought, I've got thyme in the garden. Apparently, thyme likes cooler weather, and we have certainly had it this year. If you're in the eastern part of the United States, you have too. But even down here in Florida, we have had several nights in the low to mid 20s, and my thyme just looks amazing out there. So I thought, why use my dry? I might need it later on when we're 95 with 100% humidity out there. I may not have any thyme. So I went and clipped off some fresh. I'm just kind of getting it off the stems there. Then I'm going to chop it up nice and add it to my mixture there. So once the vegetables have reached a little bit of a tenderness, now if you were cooking with fresh vegetables, I would still do the same thing. I would still throw them in there and give them a little, because you just, like with your onions, they get kind of that little brown on the edge. You don't really want, brown, but just to kind of sear them around and just kind of release the flavor of the vegetables, let everything work together. So now we're going to season our base, our vegetables and everything with the salt, about a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper is usually my starting point for a big pot of something like that. I had about a teaspoon, teaspoon and a half of the thyme. It's fresh thyme. If it's dried thyme, I wouldn't use quite as much because it tends to be a little stronger. And then just mix it around and let it cook a couple of minutes. Now I had turned my camera off. I'm sorry, I didn't catch, it's just pouring I had drained my turkey and then thrown it into the pot there and just kind of breaking up the big chunks and getting it going. Now, if you don't have canned turkey, canned chicken, it doesn't have to be turkey. I had the turkey put away, so that's what I'm using. I wanted to make this recipe. But you can take the chicken breast. Make sure you rinse them, pat them dry, and place them on some, I like parchment paper. It helps keep my pan clean. I don't have so much work to do to clean it up. Throw it on a baking pan, and then we're going to just drizzle a little olive oil over the top. Add some salt and pepper, sprinkle it over the top, and then place it in a 400-degree oven and let it cook for about 30 minutes. Now, when I pulled it out of the oven, I thought that's not quite as brown as I typically like for my chicken to be when it comes out of there, but I was hoping that it was done and ready. But as you can see by the thermometer, for chicken to be done, it should be 165 degrees, and mine was at 153. So I thought, oh, I'll pop it back in there for 10 more minutes. I think I should have stuck with 5. So I ended up leaving it in there a little bit too long, as you can see by the thermometer there, but I'd rather it be a little too done than not done enough. So we're gonna go with it. All right, so the turkey and the vegetables, it all has been sitting there simmering away long enough. So we're going to add a quart of tomatoes, a quart of chicken stock, and then I just stirred it around to see what kind of thickness I had. I had more chicken stock over there I could add. But my husband, he really doesn't like a real thin soup. He likes a chunky soup. So I'm going to leave it here. All right, so we are ready to do our taste test, see where we are with our seasoning. And we need to bring it up to a boil and then bring it down to a simmer and let it cook uncovered for about 30 minutes. Now, once the pot of soup comes to a boil, I added a chunk of Parmesan rind. We always keep them, throw them in the freezer, and add them to our soup. It just enhances the flavor profile even more. So here we go. We are ready to serve. 30 minutes has passed. The soup tastes delicious. It's nice and thick. It looks divine, and I'm just super, super excited. I can't wait to serve this to my husband tonight. Now, I hope this recipe has given you a little inspiration to use what you have and keep things simple. And don't forget the free download. You'll find the link in the description box below. God bless you, and thanks so much for watching.